Hey guys, I got another little mobility circuit for you today for you kind of to store away or pull out in a morning that you need to get your body going or to run through before you do a workout. So I'm going to take you through 5 different kind of mobility or dynamic warm-up exercises that I really like to do to just get that blood flowing, things loosened up. It's another great workout to do if you wake up one day or if you find yourself with a little bit of back pain. This would be a great little circuit to do to kind of reset some things, get some things warmed up, get some things stretched out, okay? So the first exercise we're gonna do is a back extension. So I'm gonna lay on my stomach here. So you can see my whole body. So arms are gonna be palm down. I'm gonna put my head on the floor and I'm just gonna bring my upper body up. Okay, so my arms and my chest are coming off the floor. I'm gonna do this 10 times. Notice my hips and my legs are staying on the floor. My head is staying neutral, so I'm not stretching up like this and stretching out my neck, but I'm keeping my head neutral and just going down and up. One more, okay, and then I'm gonna roll over to my side and I'm gonna do some clams, okay? So these clams are really great for kind of getting those hips warmed up. So I'm just gonna open and close my leg like this, okay? Notice my feet are staying together and I'm just taking this top leg and I'm rotating it open, okay? You don't want a ton of movement at your torso. Keep your core nice and tight and stay on that hip. And this is actually probably even a better position so that you're not torquing your spine at all and just really isolating that glute. So I'm going to do 5 more of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And on this last one, I'm going to keep it open and I'm just going to do a few little pulses at the top to really get a nice burn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you should really feel that glute burning right here, okay? So we're going to flip over and do the other side. Okay, so I've got my knees bent and I'm just rotating that open. And you may notice on one side you're able to open up more than on the other side. That's pretty common. It just shows that there's a little bit of an imbalance between your hips, strength and mobility. Really concentrate on not moving anything but that leg, okay? So 5 more, and then I'm going to do those 10 little pulses. One more, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so then I'm going to come up to my all fours or in a kind of a 6-point stance here, and I'm going to do some bird dogs. Bird dogs, you guys probably know. Some of you have those worked into your exercise routines already. But I love them because they really just help to kind of lengthen out that spine. You're going to get some core work, you're going to get some shoulder work, you're going to get some glute work. So it's really a great full body warm up, but also just a great strength exercise as well. So again, I'm in the 6-point stance. So my hands, my knees, and my toes are all touching. I've got a nice flat back, and I'm going to extend my arm and my leg, and I'm just going to hold for a few seconds. And I'm going to come back down and reset. And do the other side. I'm going to do 10 of these total, so 5 each side. Trying to keep your hips parallel to the ground. Keep your core nice and tight. And stretching out that arm and leg as long as you can make your body. Again, notice my head is neutral, so I'm not looking up this way. I'm looking straight forward. make sure that your low back is not arching too much. You're trying to keep that back as flat as possible. I'm going to do one more each side. Last one here. Okay, so you should feel your shoulders starting to burn and your glutes starting to burn a little bit there. The next one we're going to go to is an adductor stretch. So your adductor is kind of your inner thigh groin area. But this one you're going to stay on all fours, but you're going to extend this leg out, okay? So I'm going to just do some rocking, some gentle rocking. So I'm going to sit back here and hold for a few seconds. You'll feel a nice pull through there and then rock back forward to neutral, okay? So I'm going to do this 10 times. And this is really important to stretch out these adductors, because if those are too tight, you're going to have limited range of motion during your squats. You could have some inner knee pain. And this is one of my favorite because I'm really tight through that area, and this always feels so good to stretch out. So I'm going to switch sides and do the same thing on the other side. Ooh, I'm tight, guys. Couple more. All right, so I'm going to put my knee back down, and this next one in this position I'm going to do is kind of a cat camel, which you guys may be familiar with this one, but this is going to be another one for kind of your spine, stretching out that spine. I lost my train of thought there for a second. Did you guys see that? Okay, so I'm on all fours, and I'm just gonna arch up like this and really arch that back up, and then I'm gonna flatten out and I'm gonna look forward. Okay, and notice I'm kind of really relaxing through my stomach and my low back. I'm just kind of letting it all relax and trying to get a nice stretch in both directions, okay? And then I'm gonna arch again. And then I'm gonna this one feels great. I'm gonna do this one more time. And then this last one I want to show you, I guess I did 6 today. I said I was going to do 5, but I'm going to lay on my stomach, and we're going to do T's, Y's, and I's, another one that may be worked into your routine as a part of a strength exercise, but it's really a great corrective exercise, and it's great for warming up your shoulders as well before a workout, or just getting yourself back to where your chest is kind of opened up. So we're going to start in a T position. Thumbs are up towards the ceiling. I'm going to put my forehead on the ground, so you may not be able to hear me very well, but I'm just going to lift my arms up each time, okay? So when I'm doing this, I want you guys to notice I'm gonna retract my shoulder blades first, and then I'm gonna raise my shoulders up, okay, for each set. So I'm gonna put my head on the floor, but I'm gonna retract and then raise and pause for a second and go back down, relax, retract, raise, down, retract, raise, down. I'm going to do 2 more. Retract, raise, down, retract, raise, down. Okay. So now I'm going to move into my Y position. Think YMCA. I'm going to make a Y above my head or a V above my head. And I'm going to do that same thing. I'm going to retract first. So pull my shoulder blades together, and then I'm going to raise my arms up. And this one's going to be a little bit more challenging than that T was. So retract, raise, and down. Retract, raise, down. 1 more. Yeah, okay. So the next one is just straight above your head. This one's going to be the most challenging of all. This is really going to work to activate your low trap, which is kind of in the middle of your upper back. It's a muscle that doesn't get worked very often, and sometimes can shut off because our upper traps at the base of our neck is so overactive from sitting at desks, from reaching above our head, from carrying things. And so this is going to be probably more challenging for most of you. You may be able to not even get your hands off the ground barely, but just do what you can. And we're just going to raise those arms up and down, pause each time. If you feel like you're straining at your low back because you're so limited in that position, you can put a pillow, kind of fold a pillow in half and put that underneath your hips, and that'll help just to kind of take some of the arch away from your back. But don't try to overstrain. Just do whatever you can to get those arms up without trying to find extension at your low back. Okay, so really focus on your shoulders here. Focus on your arms. Okay, so I did 5 of those. 5 to 10 of each of those is great. Sorry, I'm looking kind of crazy with my hair today. But don't be surprised if there is a little bit of discomfort in that low back when doing that exercise. Sometimes we have to push through a little bit of pain before we get that breakthrough that we're looking for. Obviously, we don't want you to feel crippled after doing it. But if you are noticing compensations where you're trying to find that movement in your low back, then just slow down, think about it, and just think about the shoulders, and keep breathing. So hope that those exercises help you. They're fantastic to, again, strengthen that core, strengthen your back, and kind of realign some of your postural things. So try that out and drop a comment to let me know when you've tried it and how it felt.